What is going on, guys? I know I pride myself as a YouTuber that uploads brand new NBA news on a daily basis, but as you guys can understand, the events that have taken place on my channel recently have kind of put me in a stressful situation. I was really not in a state of mind to make content yesterday. I'm mainly talking about the 2 copyright strikes I currently have on my channel. So please take a moment to subscribe to my backup channel, TheFlightMike TV. It's the top link in the description down below. I haven't been really sleeping much either, but today I was able to get it together. I felt like I really had to get you these news videos, and I have a couple of news videos that I want to make for you guys, so I hope I could get to everything today. And I'm not gonna let this news, this tough situation get in the way of some very awesome stuff that's been happening. First of all, we're about to hit 300,000 subscribers on this channel, so that's a huge freaking accomplishment. I would like to thank all of you guys that joined Mike Mafia this year, that have been rocking with me since the get-go, and even those that were with me since my channel has been dead. Let me know in the comment section when you guys subscribe to this channel so I can show you guys some love. I'd like to thank my latest Patreon patron, which is Diago Bastos. Thank you so much for becoming a $25 patron on my channel. Guys, if you want to support me on Patreon, a link to that's in the description down below. You'll get like opportunities like suggesting video content, the ability to DM me. I'll have your DM alerts on at all times so I can always respond to you. I try to do that anyways, but there's so many of you guys, so I can't always get to each and every one of you. And then finally, for those of you guys that subscribe to my second channel, Microphone, we're at 10,000 subscribers up in there, man, my NFL channel. So thank you guys for all your support. I've been leaning on the positivity to get me through the dark times, and that gave me the strength to make today's video, man. So what's going on, guys? Your boy, TheFlightMike, back again with some NBA news. It feels so good to say that because we have some pretty cool news today. So this has to do a little bit with the DeMarcus Cousins situation, and Markieff Morris got his first practice with the Los Angeles Lakers today, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit as well. I thought this bit was funny, but Marcus Morris had a very funny reaction to Markieff Morris playing for the rival Los Angeles Lakers. And what he said was pretty much, okay, now that my twin brother is playing for the rival Los Angeles Lakers, we all know Marcus Morris is a huge piece in the depth of the Los Angeles Clippers. Marcus Morris said, okay, that means that him and I could finally ride to the games together, which is funny. You expected him to say, oh, we're going to really go at each other. We're going to mess each other up. But it seems like they had a very comical tongue-in-cheek comment too about the situation, which kudos to them. I'm looking forward to seeing how this showdown will go down in the playoffs. I'm really hoping. The last time I hoped for a series in the playoffs or in the NBA Finals, it didn't happen, and it was when I was very young. It was when I was in high school, and it was when I was praying for a Kobe versus LeBron NBA Finals. I never got that, but hopefully we could get a Lakers versus Clippers series in the NBA playoffs. That would be insane. But I also had some updates to bring to you guys in regards to DeMarcus Cousins. We all know about that situation. We've been following that situation closely, and there was a ton of updates to come out this past weekend that I just failed to bring to your guys' attention. So I'm going to catch you guys up with everything since we found out that he was getting released. So for those of you guys that were living under a rock or were not able to catch my videos or did not turn on notifications, this past Friday, DeMarcus Cousins got cut in favor from Markieff Morris. The Lakers needed to sign Markieff Morris, and everyone's trying to get their playoff rosters together. And this took a lot of Laker fans, myself included, by surprise, because we were expecting maybe Rajon Rondo gets cut, maybe Quinn Cook gets cut, maybe Troy Daniels gets cut. That's what makes sense. But at the end of the day, the Lakers opted for DeMarcus Cousins, a player that was considered to be like a huge part of their offense going into this season. But unfortunately, we all know what happened to DeMarcus Cousins this past season, and it's been very unfortunate to be DeMarcus Cousins because it started out on a very high note. He signs with the Lakers on a 1-year minimum, very reminiscent of what he did with the Golden State Warriors. And he came out motivated, literally saying, I was out of shape when I was playing with the Golden State Warriors. I was coming back from a ruptured Achilles tear in the middle of the season. So clearly I was going to be out of shape, but I am on this keto diet. I lost 15 pounds. I am good to freaking go. But here's what's unfortunate about that. Dude, he lost like 15 pounds, which means he's going to be lighter, and somehow he tore his ACL in a pickup game this past summer. And that just breaks my heart because you're lighter. You're not supposed to tear your ACL when you're a little lighter. But unfortunately, that's what happened to DeMarcus Cousins. On top of that, he's been dealing with a plethora of personal issues, including this one incident with his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend where he wanted to see his son, but his wife wouldn't let him see his son, and eventually the police got involved, and it turned into this huge ugly thing that even leaked into DeMarcus Cousins' wedding. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we covered this back in July, so make sure if you want to dig into my channel, back in July we covered all of this stuff. But I don't want to make a whole video on it. But eventually the season progressed and DeMarcus Cousins was injured. And what really sucks about that was you would literally see prior to the beginning of the season, LeBron James was playing 2K. And on 2K, you would see him trying to make plays with Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. And it looked really good. It was looking really promising. It seemed like DeMarcus Cousins was going to be a huge part of the Laker offense. But that didn't come to be. What eventually ends up happening is DeMarcus Cousins starts rehabbing his ACL. The Lakers signed Dwight Howard. And as DeMarcus Cousins is rehabbing his ACL, you know, these little bits and pieces, these little stories come out about, and I reported some of these stories as well, about DeMarcus Cousins potentially coming back. And here's the thing. The moment I saw these stories, I warned you guys. I said, there's no way in hell DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back. If Klay Thompson got injured 2 months earlier and he's not able to come back, DeMarcus Cousins has to put significantly more weight on his knees than Klay Thompson does. So what makes you think DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back if Klay Thompson can't come back? So now we're at the point that we are at currently. And it's honestly like, it really bums me out because I am really hoping to see a crazy comeback by DeMarcus Cousins. But we got a nice little update in regards to his role with the Lakers from the Lakers head coach, Frank Vogel. And this is what I was wondering because he got cut from the Lakers. We know that. But at the same time, the Lakers said, we're going to keep him around and allow him to rehabilitate. Now, this also comes on the heels of a very important question. Dude, why doesn't he just sign with the Clippers? Why doesn't he sign with the Rockets? Why doesn't he sign with, you know, some other contending team? The Bucks could definitely use him. Well, here's the thing. DeMarcus Cousins came out and he said he's planning on returning for the playoffs. I felt like that was a huge con. There was no chance of him returning. He was just desperate to maintain a spot on the roster, in my opinion. And I don't blame him, man. You know, that's the last thing he needs. He's gone through hell the past like 2 years. Of course he's going to say something like that. So Frank Vogel had this to say about DeMarcus Cousins' role, and I'm also going to provide you guys with some further reasons why he would not leave the Lakers and what I think is going to happen with DeMarcus Cousins as well. And Frank Vogel said that, and this is according to Mike Trudell, in light of Marcus Morris being signed, DeMarcus Cousins has become part of the family, and he'll still be a presence as he'll continue to work out / rehabilitate with the team. Vogel added that Cousins won't travel or be on the bench during games. Chances are he'll be like right behind the bench. If it's a home game, maybe not, I don't know. But here's the reason why DeMarcus Cousins probably wouldn't sign with those teams apart from his injury. DeMarcus has a lot of good company on the Los Angeles Lakers. Bro, Rajon Rondo, Anthony Davis, two of his like greatest teammates when he was with the New Orleans Pelicans. You know, that's some very great company. And on top of that, it appears as if, and I really hinted at this, I really hinted at this the moment I found out he got cut, and even more so when I found out that he is probably going to be working out with the Lakers as well. Dude, the Lakers are very likely to sign DeMarcus Cousins come next year, and they even said that they're open to that idea. Now, you have to understand, the NBA is a business. You know, I've never seen a situation where a team continues to rehab a player despite that player not being part of their team. I've also never seen a story like DeMarcus Cousins in my entire freaking life. I've never seen a player go from the top of the league, the top center in the league, to literally a player that's just getting injured and then cut, and it's so horrible. It's like he's like Greg Oden, only he had a very good first, like, I don't know, 8 years of his career. So here's what I think is going to happen. I believe DeMarcus Cousins is going to be rehabbing with the Lakers. I believe the Lakers are going to sign him this summer. And the reason I hardcore believe that, I think it's literally, you could go and buy your DeMarcus Cousins jerseys, because I believe that it is definitely going to happen. And here is why. The NBA is a business, bro. They're not going to say, the Lakers aren't going to say, oh, poor DeMarcus, we really feel bad for DeMarcus, let's try to help him get up because we're good people. No, that's not how it works. It's a business. You know, they aren't going to invest resources and trainers and everything in DeMarcus getting healthy if they can't get some sort of return out of him. That's the way the world works. That's the way the NBA works. So, yeah, the reason why the Lakers are rehabilitating DeMarcus Cousins is because clearly they believe he could get back to a certain point where he was very effective. And call me crazy, I believe DeMarcus Cousins could get to a point where he's incredibly effective. I think he could get back to maybe 60% of what he once was, and for a vet minimum investment, that's 100% worth it. If he goes back this offseason upon, rehabbing his knee, if he starts losing weight again, his conditioning is on point. He's good. He's ready to run like very intense games, up-tempo games with crazy high pace. I don't see why not. It's a veteran minimum investment, and if anything, DeMarcus Cousins is going to feel like he owes the Lakers something because the Lakers stuck by him through difficult times. The reason why he was cut is because you can't have dead weight on your squad in the NBA playoffs. The Lakers cannot afford to have an injured DeMarcus Cousins when they're going up against when they have to compete against a Clippers team that have insane depth. Bro, like, I keep saying this, I'm a Laker fan, and I'm terrified of the freaking Clippers, man. They are insanely deep. They are scary deep. So they can't afford to take their chances just so DeMarcus Cousins could sit on the bench and play cheerleader for them. So that's what I think is going to happen with the Lakers. That's what I think is going to happen with DeMarcus Cousins. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Aside from that, I'm your boy, TheFlightMike. I'll catch you guys in the next upload.